Well, hello guys, my name is Nick from Nickstoygarage. It's been a while, but I'm back with a build-off against Jason from DiecastRestos. First of all, I'm sorry I'm late. I was actually a little bit late uploading then, but in 1 week time my laptop blue screened, where the footage was being edited. My phone died, where the footage was actually recorded on, so I had to scrap the entire project and find myself a new car. So this happened, I'm only 2 weeks late, I'm really sorry Jason, won't happen again, probably it will. But we are doing JDM Legends, he is doing, I had a sneak peek already, a Datsun 260Z from Matchbox. So what better car to do, for my part, is a Datsun 260Z from Majorette, made in France. And this is the car in question. It's red, it's missing paint, it's flaking paint, horrible wheels, and it has a cracked windshield. First order of business, like always, is to take out the front rivet. Rivet? It's been a while, I cannot speak anymore. And I've been sick also, a little bit of an excuse. So when the front rivet is removed, I can just lift the base and take the handy dandy screwdriver to pry open the little spring. I again love the Majorette springs they used. It's amazing. Now this time it's JDM Legend. There were so many amazing cars I get to choose from. But if I think JDM Legend, I think obviously Skyline, GTR, the ZX series from Nissan. They are all amazing cars. But I decided to go with the 260Z. I know there's a 240Z, which is a lot more desirable, but I just didn't have it. So the 260Z it is. So this is everything to take apart this Majorette model. As you can see, the windshield is cracked right there. We cannot do anything about that, oh well, but we can at least make the rest that much prettier so the cracked windshield doesn't really, well, stand out that much. Quickly, if you guys want to support the channel, there is a link to my Patreon on the top right of the screen and on the description down below. Also, don't forget to check out, obviously, the DiecastRestos channel from Jason, from Jason, where he did the same model but then the Matchbox version. There's a playlist down below, there's a link to his channel and video, and obviously, let me know how you guys think he did in this video, and obviously go subscribe to his channel. He is an amazing restorer and I love watching those videos. He has some serious talent and he deserves a lot more subscribers, and he does weekly uploads, something I can learn about. Meanwhile, I'm in my Sandblasting cabinet, one of my favorite steps of every restoration. Why? It's just so satisfying. Now guys, I know a couple of you guys commented on the last video, it does not take off the parts. My sandblaster is set to the lowest possible setting with my compressor, and there's a 260Z sign on the side of this car, and the details will not go. You obviously don't have to spray it for 60 minutes on one spot because then the model is gone, but just to glance over, it does not take away the details of this car. Now, I bought myself this thing 2 years ago. It is actually a soldering stand, so you can hold the two wires together to solder them together, but I decided to use them to primer my models. So on one side we have the base, on the other side we have the model itself with the doors open. It gets 2 coats in total, between 15 to 20 minutes to dry between coats. Also, the body itself gets 1 more coat with the doors closed, so I don't forget anything from this model. Next, it's time to paint the base itself. I've decided to go with a black base. You will see in the end why I did that, because I'm going to paint the front and rear bumper in black, and also a couple of black details on the body itself, which you will see really soon. So 2 coats of nice black. This is actually a matte black, which just suits this model so amazingly well, if I do say so myself. Now for the body itself, I went with the original red color. Why? Because I just think it suits this model so really well. 3 coats in total, leaving again 20 minutes to dry between coats, and also 1 coat with the doors open so I can get all the jams, and 2 coats with the doors closed. Next, it's time for the details, so let's speed this part up. Take my black marker, this is actually a permanent marker, and I just did some black wheel welds. They're not supposed to be a white body, but they're just to stand out the wheel welds a little bit more, and then paint in the rear half of the car. I know it looks really strange right now, but if I put the model back together, you will see what I was going for, so please stick with me. Then off camera I painted in the 260Z badges and the door handles in the same black. I was debating doing the spoiler itself in black, but I decided against it in the end. Next, it's time to paint in the rear lights, the rear blinkers and the front blinkers. And after that, it's time to take some white paint and paint in the rear number plate. When that is all done, I flip my camera again and paint in the inside of the door panels in the same color as the interior. So if I open the doors, I can get a nice full black interior, and this suits this model so unbelievably well. So at this point in the video, I was going to decide to keep the original wheels but do something, well, hot boy, tuner boy, childish with it. Just going to camber them out and make this look like a cambered out hot Japanese thingamajig, but in the end I said against it. I was doing this, I was bending up the axles. At this point this was still a great idea. Then I started to fit them to the actual model, place the body on top of it, and believe me, I'm not going to show it because it was horrible. I think this would look good if the camera was a little bit less, bigger wheels and they were farther apart, but it was just horrible. So I decided to put some different wheels on it. These are not really JDM wheels, but these were the only things I had that were kind of decent and also fit this model. I'm kind of running out of wheels and things to... I have a lot of models, but I don't have a lot of wheels. So if you want to sponsor me, Patreon is in the description. Running out of money real soon, because I love doing this, and I promise I'm going to make more videos. So for the reassembly, put in the new wheels, tires and axles, and the old spring into the base. Just snapping it into place. Then at this point I'm judging that it looks really good, I do say so myself. Next I take the glass, put it back into the model and also the interior, and as you can see I'm not putting in the little tow hook surround because I just don't want to. Also I did not cut off the tow hook from this model. Why? These Majorette bumpers have a little, well, strange tow hook, and if I want to cut them off, the bumper would look horrible. After the restoration I took my self-tapping screw, I drilled out the post and put in a self-tapping screw so it can be easily be English much taken apart together in the past. Not future. This is how it will look. I cannot get my words. This is what it looked like before the restoration. There was the sense I was looking for, and this is it after the restoration when it's nice painted black. And there you can see that the black from the side of the car perfectly matches the front and rear bumper. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe to DiecastRestos channel in the description down below, and like this video. And obviously, special thanks to every single one of my Patreons. Bye.